Greetings and salutations. My name is Nikki. This is my channel, Midlife Adulting. Welcome or welcome back. I must say, these You Need a Budget videos, also apparently now just known as YNAB, YNAB, are my favorite to make because I don't have to think about them. I know what the content is going to be. I can sit down, I can make the video, wham bam, thank you ma'am, and we're on our way. That said, this particular one I'm not super looking forward to because if you remember back in February when I mentioned we had some plumbing issues, we are having them again. This time not as bad. We're not going to report it to insurance, but we had somebody come out, $300. I need to make sure I put into home maintenance because that check hasn't cleared yet, but we wrote a check for it. They'll be coming out again next week because they identified the issue, one of the issues being that the downstairs toilet, which is the one that continues to have the issues, is actually, the pipe is not connected to the base, so they need to replace the toilet and they need to replace the pipe, which is going to be $1,500. Thank heavens for tax returns, is all I have to say. So we are going to be able to cover that. I'll just have to move it from account to account, but we can do it. And that is why I love that I am making YNAB work for my budget, because this kind of thing would normally have sent me into a spiral, and 10 years ago it would have just gone on the credit card, and I don't even know if I can say 10 years ago, 15 years ago maybe, because it's been more than 5, I don't know, doesn't matter. 10, 15 years ago, this would have just gone on a credit card. It would have raised my balance up. Right now, I have one credit card that is inactive that I'm paying off. So when you see me mention the Discover card, that is not actually a card that I'm using. It's a card that I'm clearing the balance out to zero because well, technically I have two credit cards. One is active, the Kohl's Visa. Funny story. One of the first credit cards that my dad ever had was issued in 1975 from Sears. And we recently had to close the account because he was the primary cardholder. And if you've been here for a while, you may remember he passed away January last year. And so we finally closed the card, hoping that it would transfer to my mom, but she would have to apply for a new account and she wouldn't have the benefit of that super long credit rating. Like, holy cow, 1975 to 2025, that's many years. I want to say it's 50. I could be wrong. My math is not that good in my head. But at any rate, so it's interesting that my first card after getting out of debt is a store card as well. It's a Kohl's card. Maybe I will have it for the next 50 years. Fingers crossed I live for the next 50 years. Anyway, let's get going. We will snap down here and we will take a look. I have $2,277.61 ready to assign this weekend, but I also have 5 overspent categories. Overspent categories for me are not uncommon because I am not good at actually budgeting, but the fact that I have money in certain categories, that means, you know, there's a balance in there that I can spend, is good. So let's look at these overspent categories and see what I have got here. One is interest charges. I will make a confession. I don't know what that means. But if I give it the amount that it was owed, that just disappeared off my screen because I wasn't thinking, if I give it that amount, then it goes away, which is what I want. I want it to go away. Okay, gas for 2 weeks. I overspent $5.52. So if I add $5.52, I will be at 0. Oh, here's the other thing. It's June today. Oh, okay. GoDaddy, I have several domains. I have domains for my children, which one of them doesn't match their name anymore. I have domains for me. I have several. I have my name. I have my last YouTube channel's name. I have my current YouTube channel's name. I have my publishing company that I don't really publish with anymore and is technically not alive. I have that as a domain, and I just can't let them go. So I spend $120 or more a year on domains. It's okay. GoDaddy, I overspent because I had a domain come through, and I think I have one domain that has privacy in the registration because I don't want it to be very obvious that it's mine. I'm not trying really hard to hide it, but I just don't want that direct connection. So I need to, I don't know what I just did. I need to make sure there's $53.33 in there. And I could have just added the amount that I needed on, but I accidentally deleted it. So there we go. Cats. I had to set up 2 new categories. One for the cats because they have never been to the vet since, well, 3 of our 4 cats have never been to the vet, period. They all got fixed, but that was in one of those neutering clinics where you take a bunch of cats and they line them up and they go. So all my cats are neutered, but only one of them has been to the vet before, and that was when he was really little because he wasn't putting on weight. Now we have one that we think has asthma. He's just sitting here to my left, off camera, of course, because my cats are camera shy. And this ring light is very bright. Anyway, we took him because he's got asthma and we have money that we can spend on the cats. But I did not budget anything for it because I didn't have it as a budget before. And now I need a cats category. So I spent $90.50. They actually asked us to put a deposit down for a new patient visit, which was not horrible. It was a $50 deposit, but then it made sure that I guess we weren't like fly by the seat of your pants in the night. That's a saying, right? People. So $90.50 for cats. I will start putting money in there. I may even set a target because I need to get the other 4 to the vet to also get rabies shots and just a general checkup. And then I had to set up an account. I didn't have to, but I set up a category called supplies and put it in a category group of my channel name because I am going to a women's conference in a week. Less than a week, like 5 days, 4 days, 5 days, 4 or 5 days. And I made business cards. I made zine business cards, and I wanted little plastic sleeves, like business card or baseball card sleeves to put them in, except they're too big for the baseball card sleeves. I'm so sorry. And so I had to get little Ziploc bags. So the $28.15 here is the Ziploc bags and the clear bag that I got because where the event is an event center, and for events they recommend that you have a clutch-sized bag or a clear bag, but they don't say whether they mean it. And I have been to an event before where if you didn't have the right size bag, you either left the line and put it back in your car, or they took it. You weren't getting in with the wrong size bag or the wrong, like if it wasn't clear. So I am not going to run into that problem. I am going to carry in my phone, my keys, a pen in one pocket, all of my business cards in another pocket, because 100 business cards as zines in plastic bags are kind of bulky. Speaking of which, I need to finish folding those. And then I'll have the front little pocket for business cards I collect. If everybody isn't giving digital business cards out, which I love paper products, so I'm not like a digital business card person, but I know other people will be, so I will receive those. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So I need to put $28.15 in this category to cover that. And now I can go back to all of my categories. I have $2,086.75 ready to assign. And I think I need to be in June. I think I can do this in June. Okay, so June 1st, Sunday. Apparently I have $51.82 available for the Discover card, which comes out on the 20th. I usually put $150 in there, so I'm just going to add $50, and then I have $100 available. Very fine. My mortgage doesn't come out till the 24th, but I'd like to not have to put all of it in at once. I have nothing available, which makes sense. Thank goodness. I paid it last month. I had forgotten to pay it. It was a thing. So let's do $853.92 divided by 2. Okay. You know, we're gonna hide this for now. Just cause. Okay, weekly bills, groceries. I like to spend $250 a week. So for the next 2 weeks until I get paid again, I'm putting $500 in here. Gas, I like to put $125 in each week, which means $250, except I'm going to see if I can get away with $200. If I need to adjust it, I will have an overspent category and I'll come back and adjust it. Fast food, I have refill up to $75 each week, which is $150, but I'm going to see if we can get away with $100. If we can, then, but I still have $74.62 in there. I'm only putting $25 in because, yeah, if we can spend less, then I can bring my target down. Splendid. Forgot to budget $75 more needed this month. I'm going to skip that right now because I want to make sure I can pay my monthly bills. There is nothing available in my phone bill, so that needs $235.27. Now it is funded. Patreon, I support 2 creators. I can't remember who one is, but the second one is Bistro Huddy, because both my kid and I are kind of invested. So that's $1 and $5.30. Is the one Zombie Cleo a YouTube creator, or is the one my friend's nonprofit gaming convention? I want to say it's my friend's nonprofit gaming convention. We're just gonna. Okay, insurance. I need to pay by the 5th, so I need to make sure I have $135 in there, so I have $148.28, which is funded somehow. Netflix, I think Netflix went up and I changed my target, so $26.49. Gym membership, I will get paid again before the gym membership comes out, so I can put a fraction of what's needed. So let's do half. Same with Disney Plus. Same with electricity. 99.99 divided by 2. $49.99. Okay. Internet. So I am seriously thinking about switching internet. T-Mobile in our area is offering home Wi-Fi on a something that is confusing to me, and they keep telling me about it, and they're like, yeah, you have 15 days to try it, and I'm like, I'm just not sure. Well, my coworker who's in tech just switched, so since he switched, I'll switch. I'm not going to be the one to do it first, though. He's like, it's faster, it's cheaper. I'm like, it's got to be cheaper than $121.04. It's actually like $50 a month. Considerable savings. So I'm still going to put in half 121.04 divided by 2. I'm still going to put half of what I owe in there just because. And I need $350 for oil and heating, and I actually owe a little bit more than that. So what happens? I don't have $350 right now. Put in 175. Okay, water quarterly. 41.25. 41.25 divided by 2. Okay. It's half of what I need. And then, okay, $4.16 for per capita tax, no problem. Garbage, 26.25. Let's do it. 12.28. Okay. At some point I'm going to run out of money. 6.77. All right. 8.68 more needed for YNAB because it comes out once a year in April, and I'm saving up for next year. I also, by the way, if this program looks interesting to you, I have a referral link down in my description. If you sign up using my referral link, we both get a free month, and then you actually get 2 free months because you have 38, 34, just over a month to try it, where you don't have to put in a credit card information or anything. You just use my referral link, sign up. You're not giving them any money. You'll have full access to the program. And then at the end of the time, if you decide you want to join up, then you give them your credit card information. And if you decide you don't, you just let it go and it disappears. I have actually tested and tried YNAB like 4 or 5 or 6 or 10, more than 3 times. I don't know how many times, more than 3 times. And this time it finally stuck. And when I say this time, I mean actually April of, not last year. Yeah, April of last year? April of the year before, I want to say 2023. At any rate, so if you're interested, that's down in my description. Okay, this category Dropbox needs $9.99. I still pay for that because even though I can't use it on my computer right now, I still use it, and I just upload things manually when I need to. AAA, I've used that the heck out of AAA before. It is what I think of. You know, the first line in The Blind Side is or not one of the first lines in the movie The Blind Side with Sandra Bullock. Is Sandra Bullock saying, your first check is for the mortgage, but your second check is for the insurance. And AAA is what I think of when she says that. At any rate. Canva, I pay for Canva. I use it for my thumbnails. I use it for my zine. I use it for everything because I'm a creative freak like that. And it does exactly what I need it to. Oh, and that's coming out this month, and it's fully funded. It's probably not coming out of this account. I will figure that out. Gym annual, I need another $24.01. I have 3 people that have an annual gym fee in my house, and are any of us using it? No. I'm not even going there. Okay, I have $28.65, which means I can put $10 in the cats. I need to put $300 in home maintenance. Let's go back here for let's go back to May for a second. Let's just look at these bills. I paid all my bills last time. This time I gotta pay. Okay, no. It's good. $18.65. It is all going into home maintenance. And actually, this money for the cats is going down by $5. So it's $23.65. Okay, I'm going to have an overspent category. So really, actually, I have $124.03 in move to savings that used to be $900, but then I had to get my car fixed, so it was $800. It's now $124. I could zero this out and add this to home maintenance, which is what I'm going to do. No, I'm going to minus 124.03. And then I'm going to go up to home maintenance and I'm going to add 124.03. Okay, now half of what I need is in there. I will make more shuffles. I will have to move savings over. It'll be fine. I will do that today, but I won't do that on screen because that involves me getting into my bank account and that's too much information. So I think I'm done. For now, all of my money is assigned, which is the goal. I have a lot of things saved up. I'm a little ahead on groceries, which is awesome. I could actually, let's do this. Minus 43.47. Let's put that here in home maintenance. Now I'm even closer to what I need. I'm just $100 off. I have $110 in nails and I am not going to get my nails done because I need work done on my house. Now I have $316. That is what I need for that check. I am going to be good. Okay. I could move more stuff around, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it be. That is what I have. That is what I have. I am really for sure done right now. I hope you're having a fantastic day and you enjoyed my babbling. If you're not having a fantastic day or you didn't enjoy my babbling, hope you have a good day without my babbling. And if you're not having a good day, I really hope tomorrow is better for you. I will see you next time. This video, 2 weeks, Wednesday, something about my health and hopefully not as depressing as the last one. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.